Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. There are so many single, attractive, young women out here. And I said I was going to touch on this yesterday because, well, before I get into that, because y'all still need some game, and, you know, my young lady friend, Brittany, another young, very attractive woman and stuff. You know, you look at her and everything, you got to be like, look her in the eyes. Yeah, Brittany, I know you're going to text me on that one. Anyway, check out her video, Best Pickup Lines to Get Women. She's giving y'all some real game from a woman's perspective, a very attractive young lady's perspective, right? And Brittany just cracked me up, but she's straight to the point. I'm gonna tell you what with Brittany. One thing I love about her: ask her a question, she gonna give you the real deal. She ain't gonna cap. She gonna tell you whatever's on her mind. So she gonna give you some real stuff. But check out the link for her video and sub her, cause I'm telling you, trust me, if me and Brittany like record some of our conversations, y'all be like, oh, she is the real deal. So check her out, sub her. Check that out. She gave some great game in that video, right? But getting back to the main thing, right? I was just thinking about that thing with the young women and everything because, you know, I was talking with one of my workout buddies in here, young lady in her 20s. In her 20s. In fact, when we doing arm day the same time, sometimes back day too, but especially on arm day, we do the 2-piece with mambo sauce. She got that from Cousin T-Tal. For those who need to know who it is, there's another link called Rom's Eating a 5-course meal. So I'm doing a couple sets in my garage, filmed by Miss Angel. Filmed by Miss Angel. And if you need to know who Miss Angel is, you ain't been following me a long time, but, you know, she do some videos with me and everything every now and then. She kind of busy now, you know. People in the real world work. But check it out, though. So check out. So, yeah, me and this young lady, we'll do 2-piece of mambo sauce. And we just cool with each other. We just cool with each other. But, and she was just saying how, you know, her and many of her friends, they don't have anybody. They don't have anybody. Now, if it was just her, that'd be one thing. But as I said, because, you know, you get some guys who don't know shit about me, ain't around me, don't know anything, think I don't know what's going on with the young people and stuff. Even though I'm like, well, you know, my oldest son is 21, the youngest is 18. And even that, speaking of him, remember I did a video where I was talking about when I chauffeured him to his prom. And my co-parent, yet another one, she peeped that, she peeped that a lot of those women were going to, young girls were going to the prom without dates. And then when I picked, and, you know, so when I picked my son up, you know, still being a chauffeur. It was even drizzling a little bit. I had to hold the umbrella over him. Hey, play it to the hilt, right? But, you know, he was telling me, shit, at one point, he danced with six young ladies. And then I was just peeping the young ladies. They weren't walking out with any guys. So, and then I know a whole lot just in this area, working out at different gyms. And it'd be like some attractive young ladies. You know how I feel about that number system. But I would say, attractive. I don't think anybody would have a problem with them. You know, great body builds, cute faces at least, you know. Sensible guys would try to holler at them. Well, I would think sensible guys would try to holler at them. Apparently not. But know several, and they always saying the same thing. You know, where the guys. Now, a few will have some boyfriends and shit, but most of them don't. And in my eyes, the more attractive ones don't. Because even the ones with boyfriends, it's not always the most attractive ones. So I'm being very clear on that one. You know, I don't use that number system, but I'll use it for a reference. Women generally in that 7 to 8 range at least. Like the 9s and 10s and are very rare. If we're going to use that number system, just for reference, but you know how I feel about it. They're attractive. Like you would hit their DMs on like social media. So, you know, and I'm like, I know one part of it is, it's obvious the whole selection criteria. You know, whether you call it select, non-select, alpha, beta, 80-20 and all of that. I get that. But that's the whole point. That's my whole program, telling you how to get to that level. And one thing, in talking with many of these women, having conversations with a lot of these young ladies, it ain't even about so much as your looks. It really ain't. Just talking with them. It ain't so much, they checking out your looks and everything. Let's be clear on that. They going to check out your looks. They going to check out your body and all of that. Hence body game and your looks. But that's why I say just fix yourself up as best as possible. But I'm going to tell you what, it's more the mindset. Because even now, I use the term select and non-select now, but I've actually said several times it's more about a mindset. It is more about a mindset, how you carry yourself, how you're approaching the situation, which any man could have. In fact, a while ago, I told you about this situation. I was at a retreat with Master Yao. I always shout him out. But I was at a retreat with, he was giving a Tantra retreat. And at one point, the women, they were breaking down all the men according to whether they were, subcategories in a select and non-select, whether they were a nice guy, gamesman, masked man, or Mr. Goodbar, which is top of the heap, or to translate what some people would call a Chad. And they weren't doing it so much even on physical appearance, but they were just doing it on energy, vibration and all of that. And I've always said sexual charisma, that's intangible anyway. That's what puts you at the top. Okay. And I understand there ain't a lot of them, but I'm like, thinking about it, right? I'm like, hold up. You get all these guys who, despite how many times I say, hey, stay in your lane, they want the baddies. Okay. And like I did that video about if you want the best woman, be the best man. Dude, there are just so many of these young girls out here. It's kind of bad when there's a whole lot of those young girls, they'll easily date an older man. Just like, what the? And, of course, people will complain about that. Say, what they mess with those young girls for? I don't know. Why cougars mess with young boys? I mean, they there. But the women be generally interested. Because, see, here's the thing with a lot of single, young, attractive women. It ain't just that they are physically attractive. But one, they work for their physical attractiveness. I meet a whole bunch of them in the gym. Like, a young gym buddy. She be in there hard. She'll be in there before I get there. I'll work out for an hour and a half. She's still there. Now, I've seen that with quite a few of them. Quite a few that I've known over the years. They be working out hard, so they taking care of themselves. Okay. So, hold up. I promote body game. What did I say? If a woman just want to be out here, she don't want to work out or anything. Okay, she might not be as picky. Notice I said as picky. But you think a young woman, she gonna work out. She gonna be in the gym going hard, like lifting. I mean, not just lifting like those little tiny weights either. They be going hard. It be like some weight on that. And they just shoot. And they be doing those hip thrusts, all of that stuff. A guy just to get some interest or get their attention need to be lifting too. Need to be working out too, at a minimum. Because see, and I talked about this briefly in my book, Nice Guys and Players. I said, no matter what a woman is, she wants a man who's a bit more. Except for the face thing. They want that one. They want that one. Let's give them that one. But otherwise, on other matters, if a woman could, like say a woman hypothetically can bench press 200. Hypothetically. If you can. They want a man who could bench press 225. And the money thing, even though I say don't lead with your wallet and stuff, women prefer that you have the most money. Prefer. Now, yeah, you got this situation now. Women are saying, fuck it. And, they'll sponsor some guy just for sex and everything. But if you still leave it up to them, they still prefer, They prefer a man to be taller. Now, I said, there's some short-statured men out there getting a woman, but in most of the cases, they still taller than a woman. See, the taller thing ain't about being 6 feet. The taller thing is just being taller. And even then, you get some guys who have women taller than them. But what did I say? They got something going on. And it really all come down to you having something going on. Because, like I said, these women, they more than just working out. Shit, they be having jobs. I be talking with them and stuff. They got plans. All right, just go. They be having plans. They be getting education. Shit. I lost track of how many young ladies under the age of 30 buying houses. I lost track. I was like, hold up, you getting a house too? You be telling them, oh yeah, I got a nice apartment over here. They be like, oh yeah, go own this house over here. Like this shit. Got the jobs, be working from the shoot, doing remote work and shit. Shoot. They be wanting they just want a man on above that. Shoot. The college degree thing, like in mainstream media, they be talking about, more women in college and stuff. And they be wanting a guy with a degree. That's just their nature, because some guys will say, no, they should go for the other guy, or they just going to have all those student loans. Whatever. Look. Bottom line, a woman want a guy she can look up to with respect. Indeed, that's a major reason why you get a lot of these young women who will mess with an older guy, because he got some shit going on. They ain't even about the money. They got money, but they got some shit going on for them. That's seriously. In fact, I'm gonna hit y'all. I'm gonna go metaphysic. My metaphysicians might know what I'm talking about. Shit. But remember what I always say, a man makes love to a woman's body, but a woman makes love to a man's mind. They really are attracted to a man's mind. They really are. If he got something. That's why you get like ministers and stuff, because he's stimulating them mentally. Like they still got to be stimulated mentally. That's just their nature. So, a man who got some real intelligence, got some stuff going on, got something to talk about. Remember, I talked about you need that conversation. You got to have something to talk about. Now, yeah, you get some women who you might be on such a level that's above it, but they can still, generally, they want something in the man's mind. Generally. There's always exceptions. Remember, this is an art, not a science, but generally. So a lot of times you get a lot of, that's why, they'll say, so like, what was the number about, 60? They say, 60% of young men under the age of 30 are single and alone, but only 30%. Those young ladies are still there. They just find an older man to deal with. And he don't have to be that old. He could be in his 30s or something. And remember, I talked about the young women that I knew and stuff, but a third of my clients are under the age of 30. In fact, I be getting some young ladies hitting me up on IG, DMing me, asking some questions. And I be looking at their pictures and stuff. They be like, damn, they fine as shit. They having problems. But they looking for a certain something in a man. And like I said, it's not always about looks. Some guys think it's about looks. It's like, no. That plays a part. That's the bait. And if the women keeping themselves looking nice and everything, they don't want no bum. And that's, fair exchange is no robbery. If they gonna go in the gym, do their hip thrusts, do their squats, shit. Like my gym buddy, she be hitting leg day twice a week. And should be a whole crew in there. Squad, another friend in there, well, acquaintance. I don't call them friends just yet. But Another acquaintance in there, she always on leg day. Always on leg day. And all the fellas are appreciative. But shoot, they want a guy going to work out. At least. But then once you get past that, what you got going on? They talking about working on their degree or something. You just talking about, whoa, well, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I ain't working, you know. It's just like, come on. Hey, guys think, like I said, guys think it's about the money, but nah. Only if you're dealing with a gold digger. And honestly, with gold diggers, their starting price, you got to be a millionaire. So let's be real, most of you ain't that. But they want to know the guy got something going on. And then, you know what? I think that's the best way to look at it. When a woman want to deal with a man, he got to have something. Regardless, yeah, okay, he look good or whatever. Okay, what he got going on beyond that? Or like say he's average looking. Like I always talk about, you'll see some dudes that some people consider average looking walking around with that attractive woman. And what I always say, that means he got something else going on. I even said in my book, Nice Guys and Plays, you got an ugly face, just work on everything else. Because I knew this dude, shit, everybody thought he was ugly, but he got like some serious baddies. Like two of them had been in beauty contests. But he had everything going else. He was definitely a body game, athletic. But shit, he one of those types now, if I can't remember his last name. If I can remember his last name, look him up. He probably a professional or something somewhere. He got something going on. You got to be able to say, oh, like, I'm doing this or that. In fact, if you really take an honest look, if you take an honest look at the men who are considered select, if you get an honest look, now you got the Mr. Goodbars, they're going to have raw sex appeal. Combination of, like, their... combination of their looks, their body builds. The most common thing is the body build. Some of them might be average looking in the face, but you know, certain amount of charisma, swag, all of that, and then really just an attitude towards sex. They got a good attitude towards sex. That's one type of select. Now they don't have to have anything, money or anything. Those are the ones everybody's familiar with. A lot of people try to promote. But that's only a small percentage. The majority of select are what are, I term masked men. That means they got a little bit extra going on. Like I always say, money and status still works. I never once say it didn't work. I just say sex appeal works better. That's what I've always said. Sex appeal is just better. But you can still work to get to a certain point where you build yourself up. Okay, body game, hit the gym. Very simple. Body game. And like you don't have to look like some fitness model or anything, but being like, good shape, period. And yeah, there's some women that like different things, but there's always some women like a guy who don't work out, and there's always some women he might be slim or grossly overweight or something like that, not in the best shape. There's always a woman that's going to like it, but you want to put yourself in a position where you get a good number of women. So yeah, you can always find a woman, but the better thing to do would be to be in a position where you have a real options. Like all those guys who keep coming on that pay attention to what women want, pay attention to the women who want you video that's still being well watched. A lot of them say women don't want me, but I was like, okay, what are you doing for them to want you? So it's, that's the thing. Yeah, you want these attractive women, they out there. What are you doing? What you got going on? All right, yeah, you ain't the most handsome. Okay. Can you dress well? You can still dress well. Shit. You can still build yourself up. You can still get your paper up. And the paper ain't so much the trick. Let me be clear on that. Because a trick is a trick. But you getting it so you carry yourself a certain way. You in certain environments. You can move a certain way. Because I remember this young lady, I haven't seen her post in a long time, but she broke it down succinctly. That's why I say, just, I don't care what you think about women, they'll tell what they want. And she said it was about nest appeal, sex appeal, and nest appeal. And not necessarily in terms of actually providing, but like just money directly, but more, okay, what's your lifestyle? And then the money, status, who are you? Got some celebrity and everything, Like if you notice, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of stars and stuff, or politicians and everything. They wouldn't get women if they weren't in a position they were in. It just is. That star game. They might be doing something that the women happen to like. Might be doing something. And any man can build it. Most of the guys who are select, they had to build themselves. If you talk to them, they weren't getting to play like that. But what they do, they hit the gym. They dealt with any facial acne issues. They figured out what haircuts to have. And then they got themselves together otherwise. They started doing some shit. Might have became a musician or something. I'm serious. Or got that degree. And then even then just kept building, put themselves in a position where the woman's going to at least, give them that dap, give them that attention. Now, but it's not like Mr. Goodbar, but, and they still got to still have a little bit of sex appeal. Whereas like Mr. Goodbar's sex appeal level is 100. The masked man, the select masked man, his need to be like 50 to 75. But he just got to have something. And he'll have more of that like long-term appeal. And then some of them, they the type, they can provide a certain lifestyle and shit. I still say don't lead with it, but let's just be real. Some women gonna pay attention to it. Only problem, but the only issue with that though, major issue with that, which is why you need to still keep going to that next level. You need to still work to that next level. Is a lot of women don't like what they get once they get past the mask. So keep working to that level. You want to just work to that level where you can just get a woman without spending money, having status, anything. And it's tough, but it's there because there's room for improvement. Body game. That's why I said, like, body, I'm gonna tell you what with body game. It's just so damn basic, man. It's so damn basic, and I get like either testimony or clips. Somebody saying, hey, this is an example of body game, or hey, I hit the gym for 6 months, I'm noticing the women treat me different. Now you might not be at that super select level, but you'll get more attention from women. And then these attractive women. Like one thing, let's just say this. This is another way of putting it. Yeah, they want a man who got something going on. They want a man they feel attracted to. And it ain't like real quick. It depends, it still depends on the woman. So the logic in my eyes is, okay, make yourself as attractive as possible and see who likes it. And yeah, it can be an attractive woman because remember what I said, a man make love to a woman's body, but a woman make love to a man's mind. Actually, I just gave a secret for any woman need a man. A lot of them don't use it. And I'll let them figure it out what I just said. But you got to have something going on. What you talking about? What you got going on? What you doing otherwise? In fact, I did a video the other week. You want to see a beautiful woman's body drop, aim for the brain. You hit that woman mentally, and she'll start. Look, here's something. And I give so many angles on how to get a lady. It's scary. I give so many angles. Shoot. Like that woman, like one thing, like with a real beautiful woman, attractive woman, don't hit, you can compliment them and all that shit every now and then, but just hit them with, all you have to do is just hit them upstairs. But you got to have something upstairs to hit them with. What are you talking about? What you got going on? What's interesting about you? All remember me and my co-parent before we got together. We were just friends. But I never forget when we got together, she said, "You're the most interesting man I've ever met." Ain't something going on. Ain't something going on. You know? And there's a ton of women out there. Let me say that again. There's a ton of single women. It's scary. I mean, part of it is a lot of guys. Well, no, let me hit that. Yeah, the women want like the top guys. Okay, fine. But what did I say? You can, as a man, you can build to be a top man. Okay, that's one. And I'm gonna hit y'all on a deeper level with that either tomorrow or Friday, because there's one big mistake when even people talk about it. Now, I've addressed it one time, but I got over 3,000 videos on here. I actually addressed it one time, a couple times, but I'll wait till tomorrow to address it again. But work to be a top man. And then understand the women, don't put the women on the pedestal. Yeah, they're attractive, but shit, they want some D too. They want sex, they want a connection, they want to go to the movies. You know? They want to go out, you know, they want to eat stuff. They want to be goofy. They want to go to the comic book convention. I mean, they're human. They're human. See, a lot of guys act like, oh, I can't get them. Or even some guys who say they want them and stuff. But then if you put some in front of the guys, they can't do shit. That's because a lot of guys don't have confidence in themselves. Because I'm going to hit y'all with some deepness and something else deep. A big part of body game is just getting comfortable with yourself. And then if you got something going on in your life, like you got your financial thing together, shit, you know you can always make money. That's going to give you confidence. And then practice talking to women, you're going to have that confidence. But see, a lot of guys simply don't have that confidence. See, that's a big thing. They're afraid to talk to her. They're afraid to, like, say hi. It's like, oh, she got a boyfriend or whatever. You don't know that. I'm just being real. A lot of times they might not, because so many guys scared of them. And I've been saying that, but shit, I've been saying that. I peeped that. I remember back in the day, back in the 90s, yeah, for some people in the black community, when they had Jet magazine. And, you know, they always had the beauty of the week. I actually knew one beauty of the week. Didn't have a man. But they always had the beauty of the week. And there was a photographer who photographed a lot of them. He told a buddy of mine, he said a lot of them don't have a guy. There ain't nothing wrong with the woman. They ain't, I mean, yeah, they got their preferences and everything, but a lot of guys simply don't talk to them. Like a lot of times, see, I'm gonna hit y'all with some game with that. Just talk to the women. Because even if she friends on you, she probably got attractive friends. So it's like, there's so many angles, but you got to have it within you. You can't be scared of them. They're not going to bite unless you want them to. You know, just sit there, get that hollow on and everything. So, anyway, that's how you got to roll with it, y'all. Just talk to them. Just talk to them, because they there for you. So anyway, I'm about to go in. So anyway, y'all check out Brittany's video, Best Pickup Lines. I was like, oh, okay, she giving y'all some straight game, because even I don't give y'all pickup lines. She giving y'all some game. I'm telling you, don't get stupid. If a woman tell you some shit, just listen. Take it with a grain of salt until you verify it. That's what you do that with everybody. And then, you know, check out that video I shared of me doing 2 different exercise sets in my garage, you know, filmed by Miss Angel. So, yeah, check it out. Start trying it. Try it out, man. Shit, try it out. Do the 2-piece with mambo sauce. That's a DC delicacy, you know. 2 pieces of chicken, some fries, and some sweet sauce on it. Red sweet sauce. That's, yeah, shit. That's a DC thing. That and the shrimp boat. That and the shrimp boat. And so, hey, yo, like if you from DC, let me know if you got any peoples out by the shrimp boat. People in DC know what I'm talking about. Yeah, shit. And if you ain't from DC, don't be corny and ask, what's the shrimp boat? You ain't from DC. That's how you know somebody from, like, you talk with somebody, you say, yo, you been in DC? Oh, you live there? You got peoples out by the shrimp boat? So anyway, though, y'all check it out, though. But yeah, for all y'all young guys, especially y'all young guys, man, I know you want an attractive woman and everything. I mean, I still always say stay in your lane, but y'all know y'all don't want to. Okay. And even in that pay attention to the women who want you video, I even said change your lane. That's simple. Oh, man, let me say something about that, because I could tell a lot of guys commented without listening to the whole thing. I actually gave solutions in there, and I could tell who listened to the whole thing and those who listened to a few minutes or even just saw the title. Talk about women don't want me. Well, motherfucker, I'm telling you, my whole program is telling you how to do that. Shit. Damn. Women really ain't that complicated. They really ain't. And shit, I'm gonna hit y'all with something. I'm gonna hit y'all with something either tomorrow or Friday. Y'all gonna be like, damn. If you got one mindset, if you understand one little thing about women, you pretty much will get a woman the rest of your life. It's only shit. It ain't even about whether they coming to you, and that's about which ones you want to deal with. Like if you go periods without you ain't dealing with a woman, it's only because you want to. They so easy, really. Don't believe it. Even when they tell you, we come, no, they ain't. Once you understand that one thing, it's so easy. So anyway, though, that's all I got for now, y'all. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.